What?
No, we're down.
Did you go and get the ball?
Coming through
Huh? You run down.
Get rid of this.
all range, yeah.
75 days.
Like that.
This is big.
Okay, everybody, take a good look round. Okay, I know we're nearly all Celtic supporters here, but you got to say, what an incredible arena in which to play football, is it not? So this little bit we're in here just now, up to the wall here. This is the director's box, and match day Celtic directors will sit here with their guests. Opposition directors will sit here and their guests. And these lovely padded seats behind us, some of our rich and wealthier supporters will sit in there. So unlike me, I've got a plastic seat that I sit on over there, but to be honest, I wouldn't have it any other way. So there's a couple of things to point out for you. In the row immediately behind the director's box, this row here, 3 seats along, is a singer Rod Stewart's seat. And Rod was given his seat in thanks for opening the North Stand in 1995. The end of the same row is the great stand-up comedian Billy Connolly's seat. And Billy gets seated thanks for opening the Lisbon Lions stand over here in 1996. And the Jock Stein stand was opened in 1998. So stadiums look pretty much like this. It's 1998. The major change has been introduced to the safe standing area over here. That's the first of its type in Britain, and that was opened in 2016. That's home to 3,000 of some of our more interesting supporters, right? I know they are sometimes controversial, but they do provide a lot of colour, a lot of humour, and a great atmosphere as well. Do a lot of other charity also, so I'm certainly never going to criticise them. So as you can see again, Celtic was founded in 1888. Actually played out here since 1892. The first 4 years of its existence, we probably played about 100 yards the other side of the safe standing area. The patch of ground, which is right next to the cemetery, which still exists, and right there behind the North Stand. What happened in 1892 was a landlord decided to put the rent up from £50 a year to £450 a year, a 9-fold increase. Unsurprisingly, the Celtic board said no to that kind of offer, and decided to find this old brickyard as it was at the time, decided to move here. What then happened was the Celtic supporters themselves came in, basically built the stadium. They put down 100,000 barrel loads of earth out there to flatten the surface to make it fit for playing football. The grandstand was built opposite. There's a pavilion put in this corner over here for the players to get changed. And around the outside of the football park was a cycling track and an athletics track put down. The Celtic Park at the time was considered one of the best and most modern, state-of-the-art sports stadiums in the world. And that's why someone said it's like moving from a graveyard to paradise. That's the origin of the nickname of a stadium, and you saw that as you walked through the tunnel. Welcome to paradise. A few things happened in the intervening years. The grandstand burned down in a fire in 1904. The pavilion burned down in 1929, just around the same time as this stand was being constructed. And that's why I said this is the oldest bit of stadium that's still left. It took a long time for any changes to be made, but in 1971, this whole stand was fully seated, and the rest of the terracing was fully covered. And Celtic one of the best sports stadiums in the world, but something else happened in 1971. The other tragic day in our history. The traditional New Year fixture between Celtic and Rangers. 66 people lost their lives in a crush at Ibrox that day. Horrific events. And Rangers, to give them a credit, said that's not happening here again. And they improved their stadium, and by the mid-1980s, Rangers had a stadium with 4 stands that were all seated. That was clearly the way forward. Those lessons of history weren't learned. In 1989, as we said, Hillsborough happened. Things had to change. In 1990, we decided that all the big clubs in Britain had to have all-seater stadiums in August 1994. Well, looks that was the right thing to do. The problem for us was we're starting to have financial problems. The old Celtic board talked about investing in this stadium and nothing happened. They even talked about moving to a new site about 4 miles down the road in Cambuslang and nothing happened. And the financial problems built up. March 1994, Celtic were 8 minutes from bankruptcy. Celtic were literally 8 minutes from going out of business and no longer existing. But the old board finally sold their shares to a Scottish-born Canadian businessman by the name of Fergus McCann. We've talked about great figures in Celtic's history. We talked about Bill Walford, Willie Maley, Jock Stein. Fergus McCann is the other. He saved our club. He cleared their debt and he invested in the stadium. But what he also did was he issued more shares in the club and said to Celtic supporters, buy these shares to generate the £14 million we need to complete the stadium. That's what happened. The fans put their hands in their pocket and bought those shares. to the stadium when they built. Just think about it then. Celtic fans built this stadium in 1892 and they rebuilt it only 100 years later. And that says it all. The heart and in essence, this is a fans club. They come by the people and for the people. The club accepts everyone, regardless of their age, their race, their religion, their gender, or their sexuality. See, this place is full. This place absolutely rocks. If we were there at the end of the season, we beat Aberdeen the last day of the season. What a wonderful, joyous, happy family occasion that was. The games we've had recently in the Champions League against Real Madrid and RB Leipzig, for example, atmosphere was incredible. With some great games in the Champions League here over the years. Do you remember beating Juventus in 2001, Manchester United in 2006, AC Milan in 2007? But surely the best of all was in 2012, when Xavi and Iniesta and Messi came here with that amazing Barcelona team, and we beat them with 2-1. All of those teams are